Have you ever looked in the mirror after getting dressed and wondered why you look so tired? You've slept well, you're feeling fine, but your reflection looks pale or washed out. Most men think it's just part of getting older, but often the real culprit is sitting right on your shoulders. It's the color of your shirt. When we cross 50, our skin tone shifts and our hair turns gray. The natural contrast we had in our youth starts to soften. Those old favorites you've worn for decades might now be casting a dull, sickly shadow on your face, making you look like you're coming down with a cold. I've noticed 5 specific colors that are the biggest offenders. They drain the life out of your appearance and add years to your look without you even realizing it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly which colors to avoid, and more importantly, what to wear instead to instantly look more alert and energized. Let's stop guessing and fix your wardrobe for the man you are today. Let us start with the first color that often does more harm than good as we get older: mustard yellow, or any of those muddy yellow tones. You see these shirts in every store, especially during the autumn season. On a mannequin or a younger guy, they can look rugged and earthy, but for a man over 50, this color can be a real disaster for your complexion. Here is the thing you need to understand. As we age, our skin naturally loses some of its warmth and vibrancy. The blood flow to the surface of the skin is not what it used to be, which can leave us looking a bit more sallow or pale than we would like. When you put a strong, muddy yellow right next to your face, that color reflects back onto your skin. Instead of giving you a healthy glow, it brings out the yellowish undertones in your complexion. It creates what I call the jaundice effect. It makes you look like you are recovering from a serious flu, even if you are feeling completely fine. Think of it this way. A color should act as a backdrop that makes you look better, but mustard yellow is so heavy and dirty that it competes with your face for attention. If you have gray or white hair, the problem gets even worse. Gray hair is a cool tone, and when you pair it with a muddy, warm yellow, the two colors clash in a way that looks uncoordinated and messy. You end up looking washed out, and those fine lines or shadows under your eyes suddenly become much more noticeable. Look, I get it. We often buy these colors because they feel masculine or understated. But there is a huge difference between being understated and being invisible, or worse, looking sickly. This color effectively drains the life out of your appearance. If you have a sweater or a polo in this shade, pay attention the next time you wear it. Does it make your skin look bright? Or does it make you look like you are fading into the background? So, what should you do instead? If you love the idea of yellow, do not go for the muddy tones. Instead, look for pale yellow, or even better, cream and off-white. These lighter, cleaner shades do not reflect that sickly yellow cast onto your skin. Instead, they act like a soft light bulb, brightening your face and making you look refreshed and alert. They provide a clean contrast to gray hair and give you a much more polished, healthy appearance. The goal is not to avoid color entirely, but to choose colors that actually support your face. Stop letting a muddy yellow shirt tell the world you are tired. Switch it out for something that brings the light back into your reflection. The second color you need to be very careful with is pale beige, often called tan or khaki. This is practically the unofficial uniform for men over 50. We love it because it's neutral, it's easy to find, and we think it goes with everything. But there is a hidden danger here that most men do not realize until they see themselves in a photo. The problem with pale beige is that it often sits way too close to your actual skin tone. As we get older, our skin and our hair both lose their natural pigment. If you put on a shirt or a jacket that is almost the exact same shade as your face, you create a total lack of contrast. you effectively disappear into your clothes. Instead of a man with a clear, defined presence, you look like a blurry, monochromatic shape. I call this the washout effect. It makes you look ghostly, tired, and honestly, a bit invisible. Think about when you were younger. You probably had darker hair and more color in your cheeks, which provided a natural frame for these light neutrals. But now, especially if your hair is gray or thinning, beige has nothing to contrast against. It just blends into your hair, your skin, and your overall look. It's like a wall of beige that offers no visual interest and tells the world you've stopped trying to stand out. I see this all the time at weekend events or casual gatherings. A guy walks in wearing a beige polo, tan chinos, and maybe a light khaki jacket. From 20 feet away, he looks like a beige blur. There is no definition to his shoulders, no focus on his face, and no energy in his style. It's a look that says, "I'm just here to blend in," which is the opposite of how a man of your experience should be presenting himself. So, how do we fix this without wearing bright, loud colors? The secret is to increase the contrast. If you love the warmth of tan, do not go for the pale, sandy versions. Instead, look for rich chocolate brown or a deep camel. These colors still belong to that same warm family, but they have enough depth to provide a clear boundary between your skin and your clothes. A deep brown creates a frame for your face. It makes your skin look healthier and gives your eyes more focus. It provides a solid foundation that makes gray hair look intentional and sharp, rather than just faded. If you want to keep it even simpler, try swapping that beige shirt for a navy blue or a dark olive. These darker neutrals provide the contrast you need to look alert and present. Stop letting beige turn you into a ghost. You've spent decades building your life and your character. Do not let your clothes make you disappear into the background. Choose colors that have enough weight to stand on their own and give your reflection the definition it deserves. Now, let's talk about a color that many men over 50 reach for as a default: gray. Specifically, those light, dull, and cool-toned grays. On paper, gray seems like the ultimate safe bet. It's professional, it's low-key, and it feels appropriate for our age. But there is a very specific reason why this particular shade of gray can be a trap for the mature man. The problem lies in your hair. As we age, our hair naturally loses its pigment and turns gray, silver, or white. When you put a light, cool gray shirt or sweater right next to your head, you are creating a flat look. There is no separation between where your clothes end and where your hair begins. This lack of contrast is what makes you look washed out and tired. Instead of looking distinguished, you end up looking monochromatic in all the wrong ways. A light, dull gray reflects a cool, almost bluish shadow onto your skin. If you have any natural redness or paleness in your face, this color will highlight it, making you look like you're coming down with a cold or haven't slept in days. It drains the warmth from your complexion and makes your silver hair look thin and lifeless rather than sharp and intentional. I call this the ghostly gray. It's a color that effectively turns off the lights on your face. You want people to look at you and see a man with energy and experience, but this shade of gray makes you look like a background character in your own life. So, how do we use gray the right way? The secret is to go darker or warmer. Instead of that pale, flat gray, choose a charcoal gray or a deep slate gray. These darker shades provide the heavy contrast needed to make silver and white hair pop. Dark gray creates a strong frame for your face, giving you a much more decisive and sharp appearance. If you prefer lighter tones, look for what's called grayish, a mix of gray and beige. This has just enough warmth to avoid that sickly, cool reflection on your skin. Another great tip is to look for heathered fabrics, where different shades of thread are woven together. This added texture breaks up the flat color and adds a sense of quality and depth that a solid, dull gray cannot provide. Don't let your clothes blend into your hair. You want to stand out, not fade away. Swap out those dull, cool grays for something with more weight and depth, and you'll instantly see more life and energy in your reflection. The fourth color on our list is one that most men think is a safe, masculine staple: dusty olive or moss green. We love these colors because they have a rugged, military heritage. They feel earthy and grounded. But for a man over 50, these specific muted greens can be a major trap for your face. Here is the real reason why this happens. As we get older, our skin becomes a bit thinner and more transparent. This means that the natural redness, broken capillaries, or dark circles under our eyes become more visible. Dusty olive is essentially green mixed with a heavy dose of gray or brown. When you wear this color near your face, it reflects those muddy, grayish tones back onto your skin. Instead of looking like a rugged outdoorsman, you end up looking exhausted. The gray undertone in moss green acts like a magnet for the shadows on your face. It emphasizes the hollows under your eyes and makes any unevenness in your skin tone stand out. If you've had a long week or didn't get enough sleep, wearing a dusty olive shirt is like putting a spotlight on your fatigue. It gives your complexion a flat, drained appearance that makes you look years older than you actually feel. I see many guys reach for these colors because they want to avoid looking flashy. They think that by wearing muted, natural tones, they are playing it safe. But safe shouldn't mean looking sickly. There is a very fine line between a color that is understated and a color that simply makes you look like you're fading away. So how do you keep the masculine vibe of green without looking tired? The trick is to go for clearer and deeper shades. Instead of a dusty gray-green, look for a forest green or a deep emerald. These colors have a much higher saturation level. Because they are darker and richer, they provide a sharp contrast that actually pulls the redness out of your skin and makes your eyes look brighter. A deep forest green is just as masculine and versatile as olive, but it has the weight and depth to make your silhouette look solid and your face look alert. It works beautifully with silver hair and provides a healthy, vibrant frame for your reflection. Stop letting muted greens drain your energy. If a shirt makes you look like you've been wandering in the woods for a week, it's time to let it go. Choose greens that have some life in them, and you'll instantly see a more refreshed, decisive version of yourself in the mirror. The fifth and final color mistake is something I see men do when they're trying just a little too hard to look youthful: wearing neon or fluorescent colors. We're talking about those electric yellows, bright oranges, and neon greens. There is a common idea that wearing bright colors will automatically make you look younger and more energetic, but the reality is exactly the opposite. When you're over 50, your skin has more texture, more fine lines, and perhaps some unevenness. Neon colors are designed to be as loud and high contrast as possible. When you put that kind of intense, artificial brightness right next to your face, it doesn't make you look younger. It makes your skin look dull and tired by comparison. The harsh light from neon fabric reflects upward, highlighting every shadow and wrinkle on your face. It creates a visual clash where the clothes are screaming for attention, but your face is left looking exhausted in the background. One of our viewers recently mentioned that they avoid these colors at all costs because they just feel out of place on a mature man. And they're right. Style at this age is about quality and presence, not about being a neon sign. Wearing these colors often looks like you're trying to hide your age, which ironically makes you look even older. Instead of neon, you should look for what we call jewel tones. These are deep, rich colors like ruby red or burgundy, sapphire blue or emerald green. These colors provide plenty of vibrancy and life, but they do it with a sense of sophistication and weight. They complement the silver in your hair and the experience in your face without creating that harsh, unflattering contrast. Jewel tones make you look like a man who knows his value, rather than someone who is desperate to be noticed. We've looked at 5 colors that can quietly drain the energy from your appearance: the muddy yellows, the pale beiges, the flat grays, the dusty olives, and the harsh neons. Changing your wardrobe isn't about following a set of strict rules. It's about paying attention to how you actually look and feel in your clothes. When you choose colors that provide a clean contrast and a healthy reflection, you aren't just dressing up. You're showing the world that you still care about the details, that you're still alert, and that you're still a man of substance. If this guide helped you see your closet in a new light today, please hit the like button. It helps us reach more men who are ready to take control of their style. Subscribe to join our community here at Prime Style 50+, where we keep things practical and direct. I want to hear from you. Which of these colors have you noticed makes you look tired? Or is there a color that always makes you feel like you've had a full night's sleep? Leave a comment below with the word refined to let me know you're ready to upgrade your look. Your style is a reflection of your experience. Make sure it's telling the right story. Stay sharp, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next one.